Hey bunnies, welcome to another video for this week. I mentioned this in my previous video. I am doing all 4 videos for this week in one day, right? So video number 1 is already out. I'll leave it somewhere here so you can see it, or it'll be at the end, whatever. And this is now video number 2. All right, I'm gonna grab my drink really quickly. I'm gonna keep my whistle wet. So this video is going to be about why my relationships fail, and I learned this, or came to this realization, literally yesterday, Thursday. Yeah. So I come on here all the time. I talk about you need to communicate, and you need to understand, and you need to let your feelings be known, and if you're unhappy, leave, and you need to speak up and say something. But I don't take my own advice. I don't speak up when I need to speak up. I don't let my feelings be known when they need to be known. I shut down whenever I'm unhappy or displeased or whatever the case is, and I'll push people away, right? And this goes for my romantic relationships, my platonic relationships, my work relationships, every type of ship. That's how I am. And I realize with every failed either friendship, romantic relationship, or work relationship, the reason why things go south is because maybe this isn't the reason, that the surface reason, but the core of it all is communication. I'm horrible at communicating. My communication skills suck. Like when we're ready for talk, we'll talk, yes, right? I'm great with the words. Wrote multiple books. Been on YouTube for how much years? I think I give great advice. My problem is when I have an issue with you, to avoid conflict, because I don't like conflict. To avoid conflict, I just shut down and say, all right, cool, whatever, and walk away. And you don't know why I'm upset. You don't know why I'm hurt. I just feel like you should know. Like, to me, I feel like you should have the common sense to realize that I'm hurt and why I'm hurt. And that's not always the case. 99% of the time, that's not the case. Like, I've lost good friends or friendships that could have been better because I didn't vocalize that I was hurting, or I was going through something, or I was upset about something that they did. Same thing with romantic relationships. I'll sit here and be like, oh, you should know. He should know that I want flowers. He should know I want to go on dates. He should know why I'm sad right now. He should know that I'm sad right now. He should just sense it. He should just feel it. But that's not always the case. That's hardly ever the case. And I tell this to people all the time. People can't read your mind. People don't know what you're thinking. People don't know what you're feeling unless you tell them. Right? So that's why, for me, I feel like that's the main reason, that's the main culprit. And if I had spoken up sooner in a lot of situations, then things could have and would have been handled differently. For me, it gets to a point where I don't say anything until it builds up and it becomes something bigger than what it could have been or should have been. Right? Like, I will get to the point, I'll bite my tongue, not say anything, and then one day I just combust. And you're like, what is this? Where is this coming from? Because you didn't know that 2 weeks ago, I was feeling this type of way about something you said in passing. Or you were upset with something, you let your feelings be known, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, I'm gonna bite it, I'm gonna stuff it, and whatever. When in actuality, I should have said, okay, and. Right? Now, this communication thing, it only works if the person receiving what you're saying is willing to listen and understand. If you're talking to a narcissist, they're not gonna get to go over them head and they're gonna say, all right, you know, they're gonna turn it around and make it about them some type of way. But at the same time, you still have to let your feelings be known, whether the person is a narcissist or you know, whatever. That's why, for me, I'm realizing, like, I lost in the past maybe 5 years, 2, 3, 3-ish good friendships, and that literally came down to communication. I reconnected yesterday, Thursday, with one friend because I went out, was drinking, got drunk, and I missed them. And I called them at like 3 something in the morning and then hung up. I think the phone probably rang a couple times. I don't remember. I don't think the call went to voicemail, but I hung up. And them text me the next day. They're like, I guess you called the wrong number. And then I just start talk. I just opened up and I let them know, like, I was upset when XYZ happened, and I didn't like how whatever played out. And they were like, you should have just said that. You could have just said that, and we would have fixed the issue then and there. But in my head, I'm like, you should have known, you know? And in that moment, I start texting my friend in Texas, and I'm like, all right, so this was what the conversation was, and you know, this is what I've come to realize, that I push people away, I shut down, I don't communicate my feelings, and things don't get fixed in the moment. And she's like, but that's true, you do push people away and you do shut down when you're unhappy. And it's like, damn, like I can't catch a break, like so say all of that for say, communication really and truly is key. Healthy, proper communication. Like, I know that I can get loud and boisterous, and I can get the top of my voice, and I can do all of these things. I know that, right? I know if somebody needs to get cuss out, they will get cuss out. I know that. I also know that I don't like confrontation, because when we get confrontational, I get emotional, especially if you're somebody that I care for. If I have any care in the world for you and you get me upset, it's not gonna nice. It's not gonna nice. And I just feel like, to me, I feel like everybody should have sense. And I also feel like with the whole communication thing, if I'm saying to you something and you're still not receiving it, mega shut down even more. I'm either going to shut down or I'm going to get very angry. One of the two. There's like no in between. I'm trying to learn an in between. I'm trying to, you know, get to a point where I'm like, all right, Lori, Wusa, it's either not that deep, or, you know, you're not communicating effectively enough. But yeah, that's I feel like, say, that's why my relationships fail. If you can relate, let me know in the comment section below. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know in the comment section below. Is this still recording? Why is it doing that? It's so weird. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, cheers, peace sign, and kissy face. Bye.